Janet, thanks for joining us.
You bet.
So, a few weeks back, we were hearing a lot coming out of the various sides in the fiscal cliff negotiations, and now it's sort of less so. Is that a good sign?
Well, actually, yesterday we heard quite a lot about from both sides after a period of quiet that I actually generally do think when you don't hear from the two sides, that means that good things are happening behind closed doors. They're making progress. Yesterday, though, John Boehner actually took the unusual step of going to the House floor to talk about the status of the cliff talks, and he was not happy. He complained that the administration was slow walking the negotiations. Really what it amounted to was the administration had, behind closed doors, given him an offer that he didn't much like.
Let's hear from John Boehner now. Let's hear what he said.
But we're still waiting for the White House to identify what spending cuts the president is willing to make as part of the balanced approach that he promised the American people. You know, where are the president's spending cuts? And the longer the White House slow walks this process, the closer our economy gets to the fiscal cliff.
Okay, that was John Boehner yesterday telling us what he thinks and what he thinks of the White House. Janet, does it, because we're hearing that corporate taxes may now be on the table, does that mean that the GOP is ceding ground, and or does it mean the White House is ceding ground? What can we read into this?
Well, here's what happened. On Monday, the administration in the closed-door meetings, gave a new proposal that had two important changes. One was that they changed their proposal on raising taxes. Not enough to satisfy the Republicans, though. They had been asking for $1.6 trillion in tax increases, and they dialed it back to $1.4 trillion. Not enough for Republicans. They also said that they were willing to make a commitment to overhaul the corporate tax code as part of the deficit reduction package. Frankly, I don't think it was much of a concession. I don't even know whether they considered it a concession. They'd been committed to overhauling the tax code in 2013 already.
We seem to be having some sound problems there.
They saw it as a tactic to kind of galvanize business support behind the administration's position.
Okay, and Janet, we're getting to within a couple of weeks of the end of the year when this guillotine, if you like, comes down. Are you seeing progress by Washington standards? I mean, is this progress? Is this inching towards it, and we could actually get somewhere?
Well, it's kind of the phase I call motion without movement. I mean, you have offers and counteroffers, complaints and quiet negotiations. You know, it's hard to believe, but 2 weeks is a long time in Washington time. And I think because both sides have to make some really painful concessions, they kind of want to wait until the last minute to make them, if only to prove to their base that they fought till the last possible minute before they accepted things that their own party isn't going to like.
Okay, interesting stuff. Well, we hope they do make progress because it would benefit us all. Thank you very much. Janet Hook of the Wall Street Journal coming to us from Washington there. More on that on WSJ.com. Well, today at 12:25 and at 2, we will have coverage of the Fed's decision on interest rates and Chairman Ben Bernanke's press conference. I'll be hosting both of those, so don't miss that because it'll be great fun, as it always is.